Hey guys, what's going on? We're back here with another video, and today we're going to be doing another episode of Talk Time. You guys really enjoyed the last episode, so I thought I'd bring it back, I enjoy Talk Time. So, last week we talked, a few days ago, last episode, we talked about, school. Today we're going to be talking about my footy. So, as some of you know, I go for Fremantle, and we're still the best team ever. I'm going to tell you some experiences of local footy. I'm not going to tell you which club I play for, because you're a creepy person, as I told you last podcast. But yeah, I'm going to tell you who I go for, like Fremantle. I'm going to tell you some stories. So this year I did pretty well in my local footy. I got the best team man, came third in the best and fairest. I played every game except for one, because in the first quarter of the last game, in our last game in the last round, I had a soft tissue injury on my shoulder, and I tried to go out there again, but I was just done, so I left it up. It was alright though. Thought it was broken, but it wasn't. So so I nearly played every game. I did pretty well, I guess. Better than my last year's. Fun fact, I do play a lot of my time on the footy field in the middle. So, because my dad's a coach, that's the only reason. I'm just kidding. So I do play a lot of the time in the middle. If I'm not playing in the middle, I'm normally playing half-back, flank, sometimes full-back, just somewhere in the back line. But other than that, I'm not right football. I've tried out for Glenelg once, and I was underaged. It was no way I was going to make it, but it got cancelled by the Rona. But so, yeah, alright, we'll talk about AFL experience. So, I've been to a few AFL games. Not all of them have been Fremantle. Some of them have just been games that me and my dad have thought they would go to on a Thursday, Friday night. This year we went to a few on Wednesday. They were pretty cool. Went to the Bombers versus Hawthorn this year, I think. And I went to Crows versus St Kilda. But as you know, I go for Fremantle. And I've only actually ever witnessed Fremantle win live, while I've been at the ground once. I've seen them play over 10 times. I've seen them play in Melbourne a few times, Adelaide heaps of times. But I've only ever seen them win once, and that was at Adelaide, and it felt so good. But that's when we were good, back in 2015. In 2015, the Dockers finished top of the ladder. Should have won the premiership, and then we won our qualifying final in the prelim at our home ground in Perth. Nothing could be better, yeah? And so, we should win. Nat Fives literally breaks his leg, or fractured it or something. And so, we're in deep trouble. We lose by 36 points. And I was so sad. I was crying. I was sitting in my beanbag with my face in it, bawling my eyes out. It was so sad, and I've never been sadder, because I've never been good ever since. And I don't know what happened. We were good from 2012 to 2015. Then it just went downhill. Yeah, my life hasn't been the same since then. That's why I'm actually moving to the moon, where there's no football that can make me sad. So yeah, so I'm actually saying goodbye to all my friends tomorrow, and I'm living up on the moon. Yeah, no cap. But so I'm not happy with my Fremantle choice. Obviously, I've done a few videos on my YouTube channel about footy. You can probably tell that I like footy. I'm going to tell you some of my best stories from my local footy. So, my highest goal tally is 3, and that's when I was in under 8. And in the past 2 seasons, I've kicked 1 goal altogether. I kicked one this year, and it was the worst goal I've ever kicked. I had it. So we're versing the bottom team, the worst team. We were second last, so yeah, we're good. And so they've kicked it. My teammates kicked it. He's just centered it. I'm sitting in the forward line for some reason. I was starting in the forward pocket. No, flank. On the right forward flank. And I'm just sitting there, unguarded. Snaps it. Bang. Gobbles it up. Easy chest mark. And it's about a 90-degree angle. Probably 15, 20 metres out. So a pretty easy kick. Like, yeah, you don't kick him every day, but I should kick it. So I kick it. It literally hurts my foot when I kick the ball. Like, if the ball was a human being, I think it would have hurt me more than the ball. But it's a terrible kick. It's just about to hit the post. It's squeezed through, and I could have touched it. And as you probably know and seen in my YouTube videos, I'm not that tall. I'm average height, but I'm not that tall. So, like, it was a terrible kick, you can tell. And the player on the mark, I don't know if he jumped too early. On the line, sorry. I don't know if he jumped too early. But he just blew it, like, badly as well. Like, he could have touched it. He was going down when the ball was sailing through. I kicked the goal. I celebrated. Hadn't kicked a goal in like 2 years. I felt great. Went on to play a pretty nice game. Don't know how many votes I got for that round, but I played pretty well. Wasn't my best game. Hit a few good tackles. We won in the end, so yeah, felt good walking back into the change rooms and singing the song. But yeah, so there's one. Let's talk about, this was a nice game. So, we're versing this team called Foss, yep. And, so, like, my enemy team, if I had to pick a team that I'd want to beat, it'd be Foss. Or Port District. Nah, Foss. So, like, we're versing them. Both of our teams are on the bottom of the ladder. We're tying for bottom of the ladder. Whoever loses gets downgraded into Div 2. Yeah, we were a Div 1 team, and we didn't even finish last. So, boom. Yeah, but whoever loses gets downgraded to Div 2. So, we really have to win this. And I'm really, like, feeling pretty confident. Because I've never beat Foss before. I tied with them once, but I never beat them. So, at the start, like, we get a good lead. And I'm feeling good. I'm playing well. We ended up winning this game. I hit the post as well. It's a good snap. Snapped it. Was going to bounce through. And then the ball just twisted for some reason. I wanted to go snap its neck. But then I remembered balls don't have necks. And then I went off to the bench and started crying to my mum. But yeah, so when it was third quarter, I think, and there was this little kid. He gave away a 50-metre penalty, which put us right in front of goal and let us score. So there's this little kid, yeah? Oh, yeah, we won like 74 to 8 as well. So there's this little, like, he's not little, I guess. Oh, like, his age isn't little, but he's tiny. And he's just been cracking it all game. Oh, freaking hell, you. Like, when he gave away the 50-metre penalty, it's because he threw the ball into the ground after he gave away a free kick. So, I've just had enough of him. So, he's just running with the ball. No one's in sight. I full-on charge him, hit him front on, and bring him into the ground over my head. And then when I'm getting up, I give him a little shove in the back. Like, I'm getting up, and I use him as a push-up. So, it was a pretty nice game. Played pretty well. We all played well. Few players. There was this Tesla parked behind the goals, and we were joking about in the warm-ups when we were having a kick at the goal that we were going to hit the Tesla. And one of my mates, Cooper Arnold, he had a shot in front of the goal, and like he was just going. we were yelling at him, "Oh, bro, hit the Tesla." And I think he might have been going for it. Because we were already winning, like, by far. And, it was a pretty good game already. So we were telling him, he nearly got it. But he got the goal, yeah, but didn't get the legs. It was pretty far out. And that one of my favourite games this year was, so it's a Friday night. Me and Cooper Arnold actually got down there very early, like while the little kids were still training. It was a great night. So we played on the Friday night the week before. Worst night of my life. So cold, so wet, but yeah. So it's a nice night, great night, good weather. And we're versing the other Brighton team, so it's a showdown on a Friday night on a great night. So it's a packed crowd, and so we're like second bottom. We're not gonna make finals or anything, but this Brighton team is third on the ladder. Oh yeah, I might as well tell you what team I am now. I play for Brighton, because I'm just that cool. But I still think you're a creepy old man, and I don't want you to know my name. By the way, I'm Ollie. So it's a Friday night. Everyone loves it. We're playing. We're warming up. I thought we warmed up pretty well. We were listening. We were switched on. But there was still no chance of us winning. And no, we don't win. But we might. Ooh. We do win, but we don't win. Okay, I'll just get on with it. So, tight game at the start. We go goal for goal, except we take a points lead at quarter time. It's 25-24, and my mate Jack has kicked 2. He's kicked 2 good goals on the run. So we're playing well. We're hyped. Going into the huddle. We're hyped. We're so hyped right now. I don't think we've ever been. That was our best quarter of football that we played until the second quarter. We played well. We kept the lead. We were still leading by a goal in the end. So we're going in pretty hyped. But then the third quarter is where we lost it. We played we didn't even play that bad. But compared to the first quarter, we looked like we just subbed off our good team and brought on the bad team. And, it was just that they were switched on, I guess. They had a chat at half-time. But, we were shocked. But we weren't out of it. It was only 3 goals. But the fourth quarter did nothing, and we lost by, 5 goals. But the best part was when we were all Devo, going back into the change rooms, because we'd put up such a great fight. So, we're walking back into the change rooms, and everybody, even the opposition team's crowd, gives us a clap. Well, we're going off. A standing ovation. It's because we played so well. We tried so hard. And they hadn't seen that from us the whole year. So that was pretty nice of everyone. Yeah. And, we had our biggest smashing of the year. It was actually the last game where I got injured. I'd just like to put that out there. That could be the reason, but I'm not going to talk about it. So, it's against Port District. And they're rough. They're pretty rough. They were in the grand final next week, because this year they had the because of COVID, because of the Rona, they could only play top 2 teams who just played granny, and so Port District were in the granny against Henley, but it was pretty obvious who was gonna win. Port District, by the way. So we were playing them at Port District. So it's not a great start. Then in the first quarter, I'm playing in the back line. I'm feeling good, even though they've just kicked. I was feeling good before the game started. Then they kicked 3 goals in it, 5 goals off the bat, and I'm not feeling so good. So then the ball comes down here. So this kid tries to get it, and I just pummel him. I just bump him over so hard. And then that was the moment when my shoulder started to hurt. And I thought, you know what, it's fine. It's probably just a bit sore. I stretched it out a little bit. But it was really starting to hurt. So I ran over to the goal square, because they got a mark, I think. And they were lined up for goal. and I'm calling out for the runner, putting at my shoulder, and they're telling me to come over, like, get off. So I do. I tell them what's wrong, and they have a look at it. They don't know what's wrong yet, but they tell me to just rest up. So, but, like, we'll see how we go in the next quarter, see if we're feeling any better. So, I'm not feeling any better in this next quarter. It's not helping at all. But I'm thinking I can get back out there. It's the last game. I got to play. We're losing 50 to nothing, but I got to play. And so I get out there. Before I get out there, I'd been icing it up at quarter time. I'd been doing some drills, having a run. It wasn't feeling good, yeah. But because we were getting smashed, I don't think it was in our forward line once. I think it just all been them. My dad, because he was the coach, he puts me in the back line where all the balls are going. That's like sending a man with a broken leg into the war zone. Like, come on, bro. So, I'm in there. And then the doggest thing is that the poor district players, I get tackled. It's already hurting a little bit. I grab it. And then when he's getting up, he pushes it in to the ground. And yes, it's a bit of karma when I push the kid against Foss into the ground. But, like, he wasn't hurt. He was screaming, my elbow. But he wasn't hurt. But I went off after the rest of that game. Didn't feel good because then I lost the best and fairest. I came second in the best and fairest by 4 votes. And I'd polled every game. And there was 5 people who could vote, so I only needed to get 1 from each of them, and I would have came second in the best and fairest. But look, oh well. So yeah, it wasn't a great day. We got our butts kicked. Whoops, I nearly swore. And I'm a no swearing policy channel, bros, because I want to be monetized, even though I don't get ads. Oh yeah, boy. Anyways, so I think we're gonna wrap it up here. I've talked about it. Give me any ideas on what I should do next for my talk time. Maybe like my YouTube. That could be a good one. Yeah, we're gonna do that. We'll talk about. Will we? I don't know. I'll have a think about it. I'll leave you on a suspense. So that's been episode 2 of Talk Time. That's been the footy episode. I'll catch you later.